The reason we're out protesting today is we've had over 16 months of genocidal mayhem. Gaza wiped from the face of the earth, potentially hundreds of thousands of people slaughtered, mostly women, mostly children, and some of the most obscene crimes of our age facilitated by Western governments like the British government, which continues, for example, to supply crucial components for F-35 jets to train death and destruction of Gaza. But also we're here because of Trump's genocidal proposition, and it is a genocidal proposition. We use ethnic cleansing often as a euphemism, which came about in the 1990s with Holocaust. But, you know, the violent removal of whoever survives the violent horrors of the genocidal onslaught is a genocidal proposition. And Donald Trump has confessed to genocide. He said a whole civilization has been destroyed. That in itself is genocidal. So, you know, we're here as protesters, but I think we're also here as witnesses. We've got to be clear that no crime has been so confessed to by its perpetrators as it happened, and no crime has been so documented by its victims as it happened, and no one can be able to say they didn't know. It's just loudly broadcast in public what's actually happening, and when accountability comes, as I believe it will, those who are complicit in this will have to account for what they did, and they won't be able to say, I didn't really know what was happening.
And as you know, there were mass arrests at a previous protest where people tried to raise awareness, as you said, and yet people have come back out today. What do you think that says about the UK protest movement?
Well, last time there was a violent crackdown attempt basically on those who are exercising their right to peaceful protest. And I think the reason people have refused to be intimidated by that is, firstly, they know this crime is too big. They know that feeling scared in the face of that is ridiculous, because if that makes people feel scared, imagine what it's like to be a Palestinian every day, suffering the horrible violent genocidal consequences of an onslaught which our government helped facilitate. I mean, that's real fear, you know. I mean, what we have to lose is infinitely less than anything that Palestinians have to lose. But also, I think it's about refusing to allow the world to be turned on its head, because that's what they tried to do since it began, to try and portray those who oppose the mass slaughter of innocent people, including so many children, who oppose the destruction of hospitals, the murder of medics, who oppose deliberate starvation, who oppose wiping out all civilian infrastructure, homes, schools, hospitals, universities, libraries, mosques, churches, we can go on, who oppose those crimes, torture, rape, to portray us as though we're the violent, dangerous, hateful extremists, and the people who support those crimes are the respectable, mainstream, moderate people. That's ridiculous.